with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, Lord.
Jesus said to his disciples, I tell you, unless your righteousness surpasses that of the scribes and Pharisees, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. You have heard that it was said to your ancestors, you shall not kill, and whoever kills will be liable to judgment. But I say to you, whoever is angry with his brother will be liable to judgment. You have heard that it was said, you shall not commit adultery. But I say to you, everyone who looks at a woman with lust has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Again, you have heard that it was said to your ancestors, do not take a false oath, but make good to the Lord all that you vow. But I say to you, do not swear at all. Let your yes mean yes, and your no mean no. Anything more is from the evil one. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus.
I'm sure some people here in the audience this evening are familiar with the Dr. Phil television show. He's a well-known TV personality. He has a degree in psychology, and he's made a fortune out of giving advice to anyone who would listen. His success is attributed to the fact that his approach is blunt and no nonsense. One of his favorite sayings questions a person's judgment by asking, how is that working for you? In one of his interviews, a woman confided in him that about twice a month, her husband would become drunk, and then he would beat her up. In order to change that pattern, she planned to become an even better wife and more docile. Dr. Phil asked her, how is that working for you? And of course, it was not working at all. Dr. Phil's approach was to state the obvious. The author of the Book of Sirach in our first reading this evening would appreciate Dr. Phil's method. The author laid out for us in the first reading our moral choices in a blunt, no-nonsense way. It said our choices are good or evil, life or death, water or fire. If we choose evil, we should not be shocked to find out that we're unhappy because of it. Sirach is telling us that God's commands, they're not just a set of rules to test our obedience. God's commands, he would say, are a way to life. If we follow them, we will be happy. If we choose something else, it will harm us. You and I, already in our lives, have made many choices, hopefully the majority of them good, but some not so good. And so this reading this evening from Sirach reminds us that it is very important to reflect seriously every now and again on the choices that we make every day. Not just the major ones, but also the everyday ones that can affect our relationship with God and our relationship with one another. Choices in regard to money. Choices in regard to family. Choices in regard to how we use time, how we use entertainment, how we use the internet. Choices regarding alcohol or drugs, or even food. Choices about whether we take proper care of our health. And of course, choices regarding whether or not we find quality time for God, for our family, and for our friends. Sirach would say every time we make selfish, unhealthy, and sometimes reckless choices, he would say, God, in those moments, Jesus is at our side. And like Dr. Phil, he's asking us, how is that working out for you? Is it making you happy? Is it leading to a more satisfying life? How are those choices affecting not just our own selves, but how are they affecting those around me, those who are closest to me?